Oh my gosh guys, you would not believe who just drove 3 rounds eyeing the same durian stalls just because she was anxious AF. On my 4th round is when I decided to just stop the damn car and get down at Brother Durian. When in Malaysia, bow down to the king of all fruits, durian. It is back in season and I'm super excited because I love durian. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you're intrigued by durian and subscribe to this channel for more exotic fruits you can find in Malaysia. So the durian here is controversial due to its aroma. Some say it smells like stinky socks, rotten egg, rotten onion, rotten... Well, to me, it just has a pungent, sweet and distinct smell. But I guess it just depends on how our noses react to different smells and how conditioned we are to different flavors and aromas in the world. Just look at this cute little bad boy. How could you say such hurtful things to him? As a durian fan, I'm kind of embarrassed to admit that I'm not well versed with all things durian at all. I will usually just eat whichever that my parents or my sister buys. Or I just go to the supermarket and buy whichever that's the cheapest. So for today's video, I bought a taste platter from Durian BB so that I can compare 5 different durian types in one sitting. You know, I was low-key gonna buy 1 durian each for the sake of this video. Can you believe it? My god, it smells divine. This video is not sponsored, just letting you know in case you want to try different types of durian before investing some money into sebiji durian or beberapa biji durian. The Durian BB taste platter comes with 5 different types of durian. So right now what I'm going to do is to taste each of the durian and then give you my thoughts. It's going to be quite a challenge because I'm not well versed in describing durian at all. I'm going to start with the special guest. So right off the bat, I can tell that this has the palest yellow out of this bunch. It's kind of creamy, but it leans more towards like the light creamy. This definitely leans more towards the sweet side, although it is very mild in general. Alright, and next up is the D101 Red Flash. This has a deeper yellow. Okay, I'm gonna try it. Ooh, I would say this is mildly sweet, even milder than the one before. It smells bitter, but it doesn't taste bitter. I don't know. I guess the bitterness just like washes over like 0.1 seconds and then it's gone. This durian is definitely creamy and I can definitely feel the heat with this one. And next up is D13 Golden Bun. No, I'm just going to describe the color as like yellow but increasing in depth, except for the Musang King at the end. So this one is an even deeper yellow. This durian is super creamy, as you can tell, like it's literally slipping through my fingers. At this point is where I start getting confused because I can't differentiate between this and the previous one. Okay, so for the golden bun, it's definitely of a very creamy and slidey, slippery texture. And it leans towards more of the sweeter side as compared to the bitter side. But you can really feel the heat. Like you can feel the heat going down your throat. I'm gonna give you guys a tip on how not to get sore throat after eating a lot of durian at the end of this video. So stay tuned. And next up is D200 Blackthorne, which is the star of this set because this is called the Taste Platter Blackthorne version. According to my research on Google, Blackthorne is one of the most popular and all-time favorite of Malaysians, and the competition is super close between Blackthorne and Musang King. So the Blackthorne durian's color is described as a rosy orange shade. I don't see the rosiness in it, I just can tell that it's of like a dark yellow, and that probably means that it's very heaty. At least that's what I think. I can tell why this is the favorite. It has the perfect amount of bitterness and the sweetness, which honestly that's my preference in durian. I don't like it too sweet, but I also don't like the very bitter ones. So I prefer like a middle ground bitter sweetness, and this is exactly it. Could this be my favorite durian of all? The texture of the Blackthorne durian is more custardy, so it's creamy but more on like the light creamy side. The D197 Musang King, which is the king of all kings. So describe Musang King's color as more cool tone yellow. I said that the Musang King has a bittersweet taste, but I guess it's probably quite similar to the Blackthorne. That's why these two can be in such close competition. This one is more bitter than the Blackthorne. If you like bitter durian, I think you should go for this. It's also sweet, but it leans more towards the bitter side. The flesh is the creamy kind, and it has this melts in your mouth kind of sensation. And finally is the D175 Red Prawn. I went out to get these because I felt like it's not a durian video if I didn't show you the actual durian in all its thorny glory. So the guy at Brother Durian already opened it for me, as you can see. Honestly, the only difficult part is the first time when you try to open from the, I would call it a hairline, but it's actually just like a spot where you need to put in your cleaver and like twist it. This is how it looks like on the inside. There's more in between the crevices. So later I'll show you when I actually like open it up. I like the baby one here. Right off the bat, I think this is not very creamy. I mean, it seems quite firm. I feel like this has a mild sweet and mild bitter taste. Okay, at this point, I'm already a little bit confused. I guess the distinct difference for the red prawn is that it has a more dense texture as compared to the other creamy ones that I've had. And I don't know if my mind is playing tricks on me, but I taste a bit of like a banana aftertaste. Do you know what I mean? Like, avocados have a similar banana smell as well. Like, a banana smell. I mean, it goes away. It's just that when you bite it, and then when you start chewing, that's when the banana smell kind of like seeps in. Okay, so I probably failed at describing the durians today because I got confused myself. But I feel like I should at least tell you which is my favorite. And my favorite is... Can you please guess? Okay, my favorite is the Blackthorne, because I feel like there's this perfect balance of bitterness and sweetness that when it combines, it's like umami. And I also like the fact that the flesh is like soft and custardy. Not mushy or watery, but more like custard. I like myself some custard. Okay, so this is the part where I give you a little tip on how to avoid getting a sore throat from eating too much durian. I'm not sure if you guys believe in like the heaty and cooling food, but most Malaysian Chinese do believe in it, including myself. And durian is classified under the heaty category, so then you'll get like a sore throat if you eat too much of it. So all you need is an empty durian shell, and then I put some salt. Can you see? Then some water. This is difficult. We usually do it at the sink, so it's easier. Okay, and then you just mix the salt. And then what you do is you just drink it. That's all. A bit too salty. I put too much salt. Okay, honestly, I don't know the science behind that, but it works. Oh, and another tip, if you want to get rid of the durian smell from your hands, you just have to use the tap water and run it through the shell and put your hands below, and you wash it like that, and the smell will go away. I never really had a problem with my fingers smelling like durian, so I never bothered to try it. Go ahead and try out these two tips and let me know in the comments down below if it works for you. And that's all for this video today. I really cannot wait until the state borders are open again so I can make a day trip to the durian farm. Yes, that is actually a thing. You can tour around, learn about the farm, and eat lots of durian. So give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching, and subscribe to this channel for more travel inspiration.